Hello. It's Minister J. This is one of my segments, Conversations with MJ. It is 1:46 a.m. and I just left the gym. And I was listening to a song on the way on the drive home. And it was an encouragement to me. And I just thought that maybe if I shared it, in the conversation with MJ, maybe it could bless somebody else. I'd never heard this song before, although I don't know how long it's been out, because I'm not a big musical person. I don't hear a lot of new music when it first comes out. I'm normally kind of late when I do hear a song. But if a song has words that really speak to me, I remember the song. This song was called Idols, and it was by Kirk Franklin. Never heard it before. When the music first started, I almost turned it off because I was wanting to hear something upbeat. Because when I'm here by myself at night, or when I'm at night, period, my thoughts seem to overtake me. Even when I'm driving to the gym or leaving the gym, the thoughts of my son being dead seem to overtake me. And so I wanted to hear something upbeat. And when the song came on, it was kind of a classical sound at the beginning. Kind of reminded me of a song, the music that you would hear like if they were doing an Egyptian type movie about the children coming out of Israel or something like that. Just kind of a symphonic sound is what it was kind of like. I almost turned it off, but I was like, no, I'm going to listen to it. It's called Idols, but maybe there's something in it that I can gain. And I'm really glad that I listened to it. The words of the song said, give me your everything, basically. Either I'm God of all or not God at all. And the chorus continued to say that over and over. Give me your pain. Give me your anger. Give me your frustrations. Give me your mountains. Give me your burdens. Give me your valleys. Either I'm God of all in your life or I'm not God at all. The song said, give me all the things that you put before me. Give me your all. Because either I'm God of all or not God at all. And as I was thinking about that, coming in the door just a few minutes ago, I was like, that makes so much sense when I think about where I am. I don't know why I'm still here on this earth. I question that a lot of times, and perhaps maybe you have too, which is why I want to put this out as a word of encouragement. A lot of time people have titles and they have positions, and they don't always show their vulnerable moments. And when they do, they say, oh, I want to be so transparent, but they only give a certain amount. But in my vulnerable moments, when I'm angry because things have happened the way that they have, when I'm frustrated because I can't understand how the God that I love would allow the pain that I feel to be so prevalent in my life, when I have nobody to talk to, when I'm crying by myself, when I am in so much pain that it hurts to breathe, the only person that I can call on at all times is God. When I was being reared, they used to say, you don't question God. But I've determined in my relationship with God, there's a difference in questioning God's reasons and asking God questions. They're two different things. Growing up, though, they made it seem as though it was the same. Like you could never just say, well, God, why did that happen? But that's not true. Because we can always ask. We don't have to know the motives, because the Bible does tell us that his thoughts are higher than our thoughts, his ways are higher than our ways. There are so many things that we will never, ever, ever know the answer to. But that does not mean we cannot ask in our humanity why things have gone the way that they've gone. And then even if God doesn't give us an answer, because God is so gracious and because he loves us so much, even without an answer, that same God that I may have been mad at today, or mad with what he did yesterday, or hurt by what he allowed to have happen 2 years ago, a year ago, a month ago, or whatever the case may be, that same God that although he may not give me an actual answer, is the same God who will give me comfort in the midst of my anger. The same God who will give me comfort in the midst of my hurt. The same God of all who continues to give me strength to put one foot in front of the other when there are nights that I go to sleep and I would be just fine if I did not wake up the next day. That same God I have made God of all, God of grief, God of suffering, God of loss, God of pain, God of joy, God of celebrations, God of everything. So I just want to encourage somebody, when you think about who God is in your life, have you made the choice to make him God of all? And not just picking and choosing when you want him to be your God, when you want to recognize him or reverence him. See, because when I have conversations with God, I have conversations with God like I'm having a conversation with MJ right now. Yes, there are times that I go into deep prayer, and there are different types of prayers. But prayer in a nutshell is a conversation with God. God knows our heart. He knows what we're thinking anyway. So why are we so afraid to speak out loud to him what we feel and what we think? He's not too small to handle our anger. He's not too sensitive to handle our hurt and disappointment. He's not going to withdraw his hand from us for expressing an emotion that he made humanity to have. So I just encourage you, talk to God and recognize that if you make him God of all, even in those moments that you don't understand, he alone will be the strength that you need to help you get through. Be encouraged. Make him God of all or not God at all. Be blessed. Have a great morning.